Buongiorno tutti, and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. Hi, I'm Vern, and it is our daily sports show. I'm a bit confused here at the moment. It is our daily sports show, a recap of the last 24 hours of sports, and what an epic 25 hours of sport it has been. Holy moly, that is our topics over there. We've got some football, some cricket, Major League Baseball, of course, NHL, NBA, and some rugby. That is a shout out to everybody in the chat this morning. It is a beautiful, rainy, misty, cold morning here in Switzerland. Wow, horrible stuff, man. But never mind. I've got the sunshine in the background. That's where Vern wants to be. On the beach, palm trees, sunsets, water, white, beautiful, sandy beaches. Love it. Absolutely love it. But those were our topics for today. So let's get those topics out of the way. Ciao, bella. And off they go. But there is only one place we can really start. And that is Major League Baseball. Yes. Here we go. The Dodgers do it. The Dodgers beat the Blue Jays in the 11th innings. Holy moly, that was tight. I couldn't watch it. That is really disappointing. But they win it. The Dodgers do it. After being down, had to win both last two games. They did it. The champions are again the Dodgers. Two back-to-back champions. Congratulations to the LA Dodgers. Yeah, let's take a little picture there. Look at that. Celebrations all around. Absolutely fantastic stuff there, man. The Dodgers, World Series winners, not world champions, World Series winners. There's a big difference. Let's get into the... and it's out of here. Let's get into the Premier League fixtures. There were a lot of Premier League games yesterday. We'll just quickly run through them. Brighton beat Leeds 3-0. We have Burnley losing to Arsenal 2-0. Crystal Palace beating Brentford 2-0. Wolverhampton beat... no, that's wrong. Wolverhampton lost against Fulham 3-0. That result is not right. Then we have Nottingham Forest and Man United drawing 2-2. Ooh, not so good. Then we had Spurs losing to Chelsea 1-0. And of course, Liverpool beating Aston Villa 2-0. Today there is West Ham Newcastle and Man City against Bournemouth. And on Monday Night Football, Sunderland against Everton. Well, that's your football out of here. Let's quickly get into some cricket. Oh, I've got to have a bit of... cheers, guys. A bit of stuff, the white stuff. Oh, my throat. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Let's get into the cricket. There were a couple of games yesterday. Yes, it was England losing to New Zealand there by 2 wickets in their third ODI, and New Zealand wins that series 3-0. And also, listen, we had a lot of games yesterday in the cricket. I can mention quickly. The United States beat Nepal in the cricket. Bulgaria beat Serbia twice yesterday. And of course, Pakistan beat South Africa there in the cricket. They won by 4 wickets. And they take that series 2-1 there, Pakistan. So congratulations to them. These are the games coming up today in the cricket. It is Australia against India. Mighty clash there in the T20. And we have Zimbabwe against Afghanistan. That's your cricket. And it's out of here. Done and dusted. Protea women in the final today. Yes, they are in the final today. That is an absolute screamer. South Africa against India. Women's World Cup final. Pooh, it's going to be a cracker. Come on, the Proteas, ladies. Let's do this. Then we got a bit of a rugby yesterday, and there was actually a lot of rugby yesterday. And the rugby was subpar yesterday, I must say. England against Australia. Australians didn't play good at all. And we watched about the first half of that game, and it wasn't good. Australia not up to par. England winning that one 25-7. Then, of course, South Africa against Japan. Konnichiwa. 61-7. Dominant performance by the Box. Let's hope Ox isn't injured so he can face France next week. With Scotland hammering the USA 85-0. I think we should get some linebackers in there. We should get some NFL players in there. I think it'll make a major difference. And of course, we did have the last game that we was live on this channel as well. Ireland lost to New Zealand 13-26. Wasn't a great game there in Soldier Field in Chicago. But New Zealanders came through at the end, which was good. Ox being injured is the biggest loss possible. Yes, I think so too. We will see. We will see. We will see. That is your international rugby. And it's gone. Then we get into the NBA. There were a lot of games in the NBA. Oh, no, not. Why is it like that? That's not good. Why is it like that? Well, never mind. I'll get into it. We had the Kings against the Bucks, 135-133 for the Kings. Sabonis there with 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. We had the Timberwolves beating the Hornets, 122-105. Randall with 30 points, 7 rebounds there for Minnesota. We had the Warriors losing to the Pacers, 109-114. Jackson for the Pacers, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists. With the Magic beating the Wizards, 125-94 there. Banchero with 28 points and 11 rebounds. We had the Rockets beating the Celtics, 128-101. Kevin Durant there with 26. So the Rockets have caught themselves after losing, I think, the first 3 games. And then we had the Mavericks losing to the Pistons, 110-122. Duran there with the Pistons, 33 points, 10 rebounds. Wizards are the worst team. And we can check out that one, you know. Saying the Wizards are the worst team in the league. Let's check it out. There we go. Up goes a table there for the Eastern Conference, and it's still Chicago unbeaten there. 5-0 so far, doing really well. And it's the Brooklyn Nets there with 5 losses and 0 wins at the bottom. But otherwise, it's still early days in the NBA, so all is well. It's just the unbeaten team there, Chicago, and the team that hasn't won a game, the Brooklyn Nets. But let's get into the West. Oklahoma City Thunder and the surprising San Antonio Spurs still haven't lost a game there, up there in the lead, both on 100%. But at the bottom, we have the New Orleans Pelicans not doing well at all. But hey, that is, I don't know why you say the Wizards are the worst team in the league. They're not the worst team in the league. Washington Wizards, they won a game. Come on, man, they won a game. That is your NBA. And it's gone. And our last topic of the day, it is the NHL. Let's get that up there quickly. There you go. Let's switch over here. 1 second. There you go. NHL. A lot of games in the NHL yesterday, and we'll run through them quickly. We had the Bruins beating the Hurricanes 2-1. We had the Penguins losing to the Jets 2-5. The Flames losing to the Predators 2-4. We had the Avalanche losing to the Sharks 2-3. We had the Stars losing to the Panthers 3-4. A lot of tight games here in the NHL. We had the Capitals losing to the Sabres 3-4. We had the Senators losing to the Canadiens 3-4. 3-4 seems to be the result yesterday in the NHL. The Maple Leafs crushing the Flyers 5-2. I have to say crushing because it's more than 1 goal. We had the Blue Jackets beating the Blue Jays 3-2. We had the Wild destroying the Canucks 5-2. We had the Devils beating the Kings 4-1. Most of they were 2 goals there for the Devils. We had the Blackhawks losing to the Oilers 2-3. And last but not least, the Rangers beating the Kraken 3-2. That is your NHL for today. Last but not least, I said that already, but now we come into the last but not least. It is NFL Sunday. It was NFL Sunday. What's going on here? Ah, yeah, okay, of course. A lot of games in the NFL as well tonight. We have the Ravens against the Dolphins. They played on Thursday. That one's a done deal for the Ravens, 28-6. Otherwise, a lot of games. Vikings, Lions should be an interesting one. Falcons against the Patriots. 49ers against the Giants. Panthers against the Packers. And the Bears against the Bengals. Let's get into the more. It's the Colts against the Steelers. Broncos, the Texans, Jaguars, Raiders, Saints, Rams, Chiefs, Bills, Seahawks, Commanders, and the Cardinals against the Stars. And buys have the Eagles, Buccaneers, Jets, and Browns this week. Join Vic later on for the Vic Zone. It'll be live there on our channel. So join that one. That's the NHL. Sunday morning's wrapped. Guys and ladies, I hope you have a fantastic Sunday. I'm having a lovely brunch there with Rose Garden, Ronnie, and the family. We're all going to have a nice brunch. Got to get that ready soon. But everyone else there, don't forget, spend some time with friends and family because they are the most important things in life. So do that. Have a fantastic Sunday. And be nice, be kind, be respectful, just the way you should be. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. Ciao, ciao.